Hey, good morning. I'm going to give you all a little update on what happened to our starboard engine yesterday. Mainly, it overheated, so we had to turn it off. And we got tied up last night at our little anchorage. Actually, we tied up at pilings. And David went down into the bilge and decided to do some troubleshooting. And of course, here we are again the next day, traveling right along. So let me tell you what you found out.
Into the engine room and started from the most obvious place, and that was the strainers. So I closed the seacock, opened the strainer bit, and removed the basket. It did have a few particles and pieces of the jellyfish in it. Took it upstairs, cleaned it out, put it back together. Before I put it back together, I opened the seacock to make sure that we had good water flow coming out of the strainer basket, the strainer container itself. Put it all back together. Went from there. Sea strainer and the water flow for the raw water. I didn't see anything leaking from either of the pumps, either the raw water pump or the coolant pump. So I knew I had a lot of coolant in my oil catch pan, and started tracking it around the engine to see where I could see any drips of the red coolant coming down over the white engine. No, I couldn't see anything, and then I just saw it put some more coolant, what coolant we had, left back in the tank, and I noticed a drip coming out of where our hot water transfer hose comes off of the engine going into our domestic hot water heater. So I wiggled that hose a little bit and I felt underneath it, and it felt pretty rotten, and took the hose clamp off, pulled off the hose, and it was all rotten right at that junction. So I went up and got my hose cutters and cut back the hose until I got into a nice clean fresh hose lining, and slipped it back on, refastened 2 clamps onto it, and lo and behold, that was our issue. So I'm guessing we're still about a gallon low on coolant on that engine. They hold 4 gallons. So it didn't look like there was 4 gallons in the oil catch pan. But the engine's been running right at temperature right now. We're going to stop and get fuel anyway at Atlantic Yacht Basin, so we'll pick up an extra couple gallons of coolant and get things cooled down. Open the radiator cap and pressure cap and top them up.
Just wanted to add, this morning when we took off, started up both engines. I'm at the helm, David's down. David went down to the engine room again because the starboard engine was running hot all of a sudden. And so he went down there, and I don't know what he was doing. But evidently what he did was he unscrewed the radiator cap, the pressure cap, and all of a sudden the temperature started coming down up here on the gauges, and that fixed that.
Just wanted to make sure there wasn't an airlock behind the thermostat, and it would work out any air that was caught in the engine.
So we're well on our
story.
way. That's the story. So glad he knows what he's talking about, because I have no idea. Anyway, we're underway today, and thanks all for your concern, and we'll keep you posted after we stop, and I'll post again. Who knows where we're going to be at the end of the day. It all depends on weather. See you later.